Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in case this is your first time, thank you for joining me on this exciting journey. I am Adako, that's my name. I'm a first class law graduate who went back to school as a mature student, and I'm also the founder of ACN Legal Admin Services Limited, a company that I founded after I graduated. And interestingly, I'm also the author of the book A Late Bloomer's Law Degree Journey in the UK. So this is my book. We will talk about it later on in subsequent videos. So over the duration of my studies, I have gained valuable experience in legal services. I have interned in the local authorities legal democratic service. I've also been a legal assistant in a law firm. I have also been a case officer and a McKenzie friend at the Legal Advice Center. A McKenzie friend is someone who, supports clients in court. So what we do is, as a McKenzie friend, is we help clients who are not able to afford representation. We help them, especially in cases of family matters and immigration matters. So we assist them in the documentation of their court processes, the types of forms to get, so we offer emotional support while they're in court. We also take down notes, because what happens is when you're representing yourself in court, you're usually overwhelmed with the whole thing. So we just help with the process. We support in the process. I have also interned at Rolls-Royce in the legal department, and there it expanded my understanding of the corporate legal environment, basically. And hey, my goal here of starting this channel is to just simplify legal processes, empower individuals, provide companies and solicitors with administrative support, because it can be a lot, so they can navigate their legal system. It can be a whole lot for solicitors, so we help them with the administrative aspect of that. And hey, fun fact about me: when I decided to study law as a mature student, I was not sure I was going to be able to do it, because I had other things I was doing. I had other responsibilities. I was mature, but my passion for law, just kept me going. I just remember the passion that I have, which I'll talk about later on. And here I am today, and I'm excited to share my knowledge, with you. So on this channel, I'll be sharing my knowledge, the experiences I've gained along the way that would help you succeed, whether you're also a mature student who wants to go back to the university to study, especially if you want to study law, and also to those who are representing themselves in courts because they're not able to afford solicitors, or they're not entitled to legal aid, and anyone who would just generally find value in my content. So today I'm just going to dive straight to it. Today I'm going to be talking about the do's and don'ts for maximizing your UK visa. So maximizing your UK visa is very, very important. The do's and don'ts that would also help you to be successful basically in the UK is very, very important, to be aware of, the do's and don'ts, because that would make or mar your journey in the UK basically, So being someone who has gone through several stages of visa in the UK, I would share, what I know and the knowledge that I've gained, so if you're tuning in for the first time, you're welcome. You're welcome, and thank you for joining me again. Or if you're a regular subscriber, thank you for joining me again today. I am very excited that you've come to join, that you've clicked on this video to hear about my story, and hear about the support that I can give, and what I can share. So in yesterday's video, we explored the different types of visas available to international students in the UK. So today I'm going to be taking it a step further to focus on, like I said earlier, to focus on maximization of your visa. There's a lot you can achieve if you know the do's and the don'ts of your visa. And I'll be breaking it down for you, because I've gone through a couple of the visas myself, you know. So whether you're on a student visa, you're on a graduate visa route, you know, or another type of visa, these tips that I'm going to be giving would help you make the most of your time while staying compliant, which is very, 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 very important, you know, with the immigration rules, because the immigration rules changes and has been changing, will continue to be changing, will continue to change rather in the UK. And you know, why does this topic matter? Your visa is not just a document, you know. It's a gateway to opportunities in the UK and all over the world, basically, you know. However you intend to navigate, the conditions can be very tricky if you don't know the do's and the don'ts, you know. So even a small misstep can lead to complications, you know. So that's why it is so important to know the do's and the don'ts. Very, very important, you know, to know the do's and the don'ts of your visa. Anyway, let's dive into it whilst I give you all the details that you need to know to maximize your visa in the UK. So number one, I'm going to be talking about staying compliant with your visa conditions. I can't emphasize it enough. Always follow the rules outlined in your visa. It is so important to follow the rules. It is so, they know, they see. For example, if you're on a student visa, you need to attend classes, because they know if you don't attend, you need to meet your academic requirements. You know, you don't exceed your working hours. Your 20 hours working, you know, allowed working hours. It is very important to stick by it. If you're on a graduate visa, you need to ensure that your employment aligns with your visa conditions. Very important, you know. So number two, you need to network and build connections. That I also cannot emphasize enough as a student. As a student, during your academic year, you need to attend career fairs, you need to attend student events, professional networking sessions, you need to revamp your LinkedIn. If you don't have a LinkedIn profile, you need to revamp it. You need to connect with industry professionals on LinkedIn. Very, very important, you know. And then three, you need to gain work experience. Use, like I have done, use your part-time work allowance, you know, time to gain work experience. It is so important. Use your 20 hours and even your full-time when you're not working to gain work experience, to build your CV. You need to consider internships. I cannot explain to you how much internships have helped me, and also volunteering. Very, very important. You know, you need to also do freelance opportunities that are related to your field of study. It is so, so important. It gives you that work experience. And number four, you need to plan ahead for future visas. Time goes so fast whilst you're in the UK. You need to research your options early if you plan to stay in the UK after your current visa. So for example, you know, if you're on a skilled worker visa, you know, it requires sponsorship. For example, if you want to go on a skilled worker visa, it requires sponsorship. So look for employers who are licensed sponsors. You can see that on the UK government's website, you know. And then number five, you need to stay organized. Very, very important. Don't get carried away. Stay organized. Keep copies of all your documents. That cannot be overemphasized, like your passport, your BRP, which is the biometric residence permit, your cash letter, your financial proof, you know, all necessary documents. You need to regularly update your address with your university whilst you're in school, and also the UKVI website. You need to update your address and your information, basically. And then number six, you need to leverage on university resources. I did that a lot, you know. So I'm looking at my notes, I don't forget, you know. Use your university career services. I can't emphasize that a lot. the visa support system, the alumni network, use them to explore opportunities. So I'm going to jump right down to the don'ts for maximizing your UK visas. Please, guys. Number one, do not overlook visa expiry dates. It is so important. Start your extension or switch process early, because processes take time, because delay can lead to overstaying, and you don't want that, because it will be a serious breach on your part. Number two, avoid working illegally. Very, very important. Avoid working illegally. Stay within the permitted work hours, and don't take jobs that violate your visa conditions. Very, very important. Number three, don't miss immigration rules updates. Be like a peacock. Let your eyes always be on, the updates, because they update it every time, because rules changes frequently, especially now in the UK. So follow reliable sources like the uk.gov, or subscribe to update from, your university, or even here to this YouTube, the ACN Legal Admin Services Limited, And number four, avoid neglecting mental and physical health, my dear. Very, very important. The Nigerian email just came out, so because you're adjusting to a new country, academic pressure can be so overwhelming. So always seek support when you need it. Do not close your mouth. Prioritize your well-being. And then number five, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you're unsure about any aspect of your visa, contact your school, contact people, also contact people like us at ACN Legal Admin Services, or your university student advisory team. They are always willing and available to help you. So like I always do, in my videos, I'm going to give my actionable tips and resources. So my actionable tip for today is create a calendar with all important dates that are related to your visa. Very important. So I'm talking about including when your visa is going to expire, your document submission, and the key deadlines. They're very, very important. So keep up to date and keep them. And then the resources where you can get information from. So information from like the UK Visa and Immigration Government websites, always there. Your University International Students Office, very helpful. Or you can always, write to us at ACN Legal Admin Services Limited for personalized support with visa compliance, legal administrative needs, basically. So my closing remark basically for my video, as always, is I hope that you found these do's and don'ts helpful, and please follow these tips so that following these tips basically can make your journey in the UK smoother and more rewarding. So if you have questions about your visa or other legal matters, please leave them in the comment section below. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And share this video with others, who might find it useful. A lot of people need advice, so please, share the video to them. And just so you know, tomorrow we will be exploring how to represent yourself in court without a solicitor. You do not want to miss that, trust me. You do not want to miss that, especially, if you have family or immigration cases. You do not want to miss that. For me, it is a topic that is so close to my heart. You would not want to miss it. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.